this opportunity to address the House. My name is Amos Mwago, member for Nairobi City, Starehe. So first I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to arrive to this House and being able to come and contribute on matters of national interest in this House. I also want to thank the great people of Starehe constituency for having elected me as a member of parliament to represent them in this House. I will also not miss out on congratulating you, Madam Speaker, on the election as the Speaker of the House, as the Deputy Speaker of the House, and also Mr. Wetangula for being elected as Speaker of the House. Okay, mine is very simple. I've been elected to this House to represent people who mainly are hustlers, as the government of the day came up with this narrative to this House. So basically, my constituents are looking forward to how this 13th Parliament or the government of the day is going to help them, because based on the so many promises that the President promised us, my people are very optimistic that this is their time, because the government has come in on a wave of economic liberation, and most of the people in Nairobi City are really expecting so much that has been promised to them, that it will be achievable, the business space and the business environment be conducive for them to do business. There are going to be new markets that are going to be built in Nairobi City to accommodate them, very many people who are very unemployed. Job opportunities are going to come to them through this government. So in general, my constituents are very hopeful that their livelihoods will change. And that's why I come here to represent them as one of them and come to bring their grievances on this House. I really want to thank the President on the promises that he's given the people of Starehe, starting with what he talked about, the Hustlers Fund. Very many people in Nairobi, as you know, have come from up country to come to Nairobi looking for opportunities. And they are very optimistic that there are going to be measures and structures and systems that is going to make sure that their businesses are safeguarded, their businesses thrive, and their business can continue being on a growth path. About the issue of housing, I am a member of parliament for a constituency that has a very huge population that live in the slums. And these people are very optimistic that the upgrade affordable housing plan that the government promised is going to come and help them, maybe redeem their livelihoods and give them decent housing. But their major concern is, there has been a concern that maybe the structures that are going to be used in the affordable housing schemes may not be able to address the real issues that the people are going through, because we have seen other housing plans being brought on board where people who benefited are not really the slum dwellers. These houses have been brought up and then they've been sold out to other people who are not actually the residents of this area. So for us, it becomes like a scheme to evacuate some people and develop these places, then they are later on sold to people who are not actually, they are not needed people. So that is one of the concerns that my constituents have raised about this housing, how affordable houses, and the landlords who own those structures in the slums are very champions of affordable housing. But most often than not, when you have these upgrades, these people are taken for granted, they're evacuated from their land, the houses are brought up beautifully, and then they are sold to people who have money then. So that is one of the issues that my people are raising, and it's an issue that we need to address, because we cannot displace people and bring in other people who are not our constituents. Okay, on the matter at hand about the appointment committee, we really urge the people on that committee to really vet the nominees wisely, because we are in a new economic dispensation. We've never tried this bottom-up model. So when this bottom-up model, it is in initial stages, we need people who understand it very well to be the drivers of this model, people who are able to articulate issues, and people able to meet the expectations that the expectation that the people have with them on the ground, because people are so hopeful about this whole bottom-up model. So if we don't, like for the Ministry of Trade, where most of my constituents are traders, the narrative has changed from being these big traders, but it has been brought to be about mamambogas, boda people, and what the people in the informal sector. And my people expect that the Minister for Trade is going to address the issues from those simple setups, those cottage industries, those informal sector. How are they going to formalize the informal sector, which employs so many people in this city? How is he going to go around the issue of the imports and the import duty? How is he going to go about the issue of taxes, the issue of increasing the tax base and reducing the taxes on our people? The way we are going to expand opportunities to reach out to other regions, the way our people can be able to trade with other regions. So I think when it comes to vetting, issues on integrity should take center stage, issues on capability should take center stage, and experience too, because we really hope that whoever gets into that Ministry of Trade, we as Nairobians, is going to liberalize trade in this Nairobi. We expect more markets to be built so that they can accommodate our people. We expect so much that will change in our economy as we try to adopt this bottom-up economy. We expect us to be the key players, people who run small businesses in this Nairobi, to be the people on the table making recommendations, participating, and maybe in decision-making about how they are going to have the economies of the day run in this government. I would also like to say it is also another transformational period where the politics maybe have changed from where they are. They have come down to the politics of the local mwananchi. So we expect this cabinet that is going to be appointed by the president to show some difference in the way they are going to run their affairs, to show their relation with the local mwananchi still. They should retain the local mwananchi relationship just like they were doing when they were campaigning. They brought the local mwananchi to be their point of focus, and I expect even when they are running the government, they should also consider the local mwananchi. And as we go forth, we also have our questions as the youth of Kenya, the representation of the cabinet, about the youth representation in the cabinet. We have a question on that. I know the committee that's going to vet is going to look into regional balances and everything, but also our role as the youth. We look forward to seeing it represented in the cabinet. We also have another question of incorporating ICT in all the operations of the government, because as we know, with the 21st century, where the technology advancements is happening so fast, but in our country we are reluctant to adopt new technology in all these operations of our ministries. And with that, Madam Speaker, I say thank you so much, and I donate my 5 minutes to Babu Owino. Thank you.
I think your time is up. I now call member for Kachiliba.